meet again. So I am headed to my very first dental cleaning and exam since being out of ortho. How exciting. Let's just hope it stays that way. Today I should be having x-rays done, and that'll show a little more in depth of what's going on inside the teeth, because I had x-rays done at the other dentist that you guys followed along with me on my ortho journey whenever I was just trying to see what else is out there, how much more thorough can technology really be, and I had some x-rays done while I was in braces. I am curious to know if the same results are going to show up at my dentist today as they did a few months ago, which was actually back in April or May, I can't remember, but somewhere around that time frame I had went to the other dentist because it was a little more modern, and I was just curious if technology was a little bit better and more thorough. But I continued to stick with where I'm at now, because when I went to that appointment, that particular dentist just wanted to pull my teeth. She did not want to fill wisdom teeth. She just wanted to be a little more invasive and just pull them. And I'm like, no. When you do your research and you take your time and you're patient with your health, you figure out what is best for you. Because even my ortho was like, it's your decision. I don't see anything wrong with your teeth. I actually had 2 orthodontists tell me that, as far as like pulling the wisdoms. So hopefully everything continues to go good in that area, as far as like cavities go, because I don't feel anything. Like, I don't feel like I have any disruptions going on right now. I don't feel any sensitivity. Every now and then I got some sensitivity, mostly my upper right molar that I had filled at this dentist. But he did state to me that that was a really deep cavity and it was close to the nerve, and he had to take quite a bit of tooth away, and when he filled it, it was close to the nerve. So that's why I still have sensitivity with that tooth. I think that if it continues, I may possibly end up having to get a root canal on that tooth because of the severeness of the sensitivity, which is not too bad yet, but it could get worse. So let's cross our fingers and hope that that doesn't happen, and we'll talk about that when we go over the bridge and cross that water. So anyways, I am not far from where I have got to be for this appointment today. I will update you guys as soon as I get out of there, let you know if I have any cavities. My husband says 0, I say 3. I'm just figuring on the high side. Better be safe than sorry. I'll just prepare myself for the worst, as I always do. I think that I probably at least have 1 cavity anyways, because the previous dentist did state that I had 1 cavity that she knew of that was pretty significant. So we'll see what happens today. I will update you guys when I get out of there. If I do have any cavities, I will be scheduling to get those filled in January. So anyways, stay tuned.
1 hour later.
Alright guys, good news. I have 0 cavities. None. That is awesome. I was seriously going in there expecting to leave with like at least 1 cavity, but they said I didn't have any, so that's awesome news. Turns out, because of the gum recession that I have on my this side over here, on this tooth right here, I've got a little spot there that is like the second layer of a tooth that should be covered by the gum tissue. And when the gum tissue recedes, it becomes exposed and it's softer tissue. So I got to be careful brushing, otherwise I can make it worse and more sensitive. And she had told me to use like sensitive toothpaste. Like if you use whitening toothpaste, which I do, Colgate Optic White, which I did tell her I only use it once out of my 2 times brushing a day. Other than that, I use Colgate Sensitive, but she said using whitening products on your teeth basically strips your teeth of enamel. So with beauty comes a little bit of damage if you're not careful. So I gotta watch how much whitening products I use as far as toothpaste goes, and just probably stick with professional cleaning. Today my exam wasn't covered. They said I had 2 exams in the beginning of the year already, and I only get covered for 2 exams. I was out $50 for today's appointment, but that's okay. I mean, it could be worse. But no cavities, you guys. The cleaning went really good. I had some x-rays done, so nothing severe shows, and I am ecstatic about that. Hey guys, sorry, I know I am not looking my absolute best in this part of the video. It is actually day number 2 since my dental exam, and I just wanted to kind of touch base with you guys and let you know how everything went, because I feel like in my first part of the clip on my way home, I kind of rushed through it and I kind of left some parts out because I was trying to say everything I could remember as far as my appointment goes and everything before I got home, and I was literally right around the corner. So when I got to my appointment, I checked in. Of course, I got a new phone number, so they weren't able to contact me to confirm my appointment before getting there, but apparently they've been trying to reach me and I had no idea. So I got checked in. I got brought back after about 5 minutes. I had some x-rays done. All I did, I never do a panoramic, like where a camera goes completely around your head and you get like the full view of your teeth, like in this position, because they normally have you bite on like a little thing. I didn't do that. The only thing they had me do was do the bite wings on each side, so they got a view of like this area. And they did check my upper filling that I have mentioned you guys that I had, well, when was it? I think it's been 2 years now, because it was before I went into ortho. I had some fillings done, and that one up there was kind of close to the nerve, and it's more sensitive to me. Every now and then when I'm eating sweets, it's like a zap of pain and very, very intense discomfort. So I did bring that to their attention, because they always ask you, is there anything that's been bothering you? So I figured I'd go ahead and bring that up just to see what they, you know, think I should do or recommend. She actually told me that she can refer me to a endodontist, which I've already been to one because I've already had a root canal and a crown done. They said that they could put a crown on that tooth to help like shield the sensitivity. But if it's too close to the nerve, she said if I'm too concerned about that, then she can refer me to the endodontist, and they can do like pulp testing where they can check like to see how sensitive that area is, if it actually needs a root canal. Because the thing that she didn't want to do is have me go and get a crown and then turn around and have it drilled into and then get the root canal done and then have to get the crown refilled. It would just be more money and more of a process. That's actually what happened to my husband, I think. Or no. It's what his dentist is wanting to do. He had to get a crown replaced, and he needs a root canal on that tooth, and she went on ahead and replaced the crown instead of doing the root canal. So now he's looking into having to get that crown drilled into, which I feel like kind of weakens the crown. You know, crowns they don't have like a full life expectancy, just like fillings don't. Unless you're taking really, really good care of them, you can get longer life expectancy out of things than you could if you didn't, obviously. I just feel like that weakens the crown when you have it drilled into. I know they've got like a really good material that they can refill it with and stuff, but it's kind of like, you know, a car seat in a car. If you get into a car accident, your car seat has kind of been compromised, so they always end up telling you to repurchase it and get a new one. Actually, your insurance normally does that. So I kind of look at it the same way. When you got dental insurance, you know, you're kind of compromising the crown when you're drilling into it. Like you're causing a little bit of fracturing and damage to it, you know. So that is one thing that I'm trying to steer clear of. I don't have to get the referral to the endodontist unless I want to, but I told her right now it's not too bad or too concerning that I want to like go ahead and go that route. I said I'll just wait and see, you know, how things go. If it gets to the point where it's keeping me up at night and it's just every time I'm eating I can't handle the pain, then of course, yes, I will check into that. So we did the x-rays, and then she cleaned my teeth. She cleaned my teeth the same way she did when I was in braces. She used like this really powerful water flosser or water pick. It's very similar to that, but she used it all around my gums, and she had one heck of a time down here and behind this bonded retainer I got back there, because apparently I had some plaque built up there and didn't realize it. So she was having a time with that, and she actually said, I really like it whenever you get the bonded retainer, and they only glue it to 2 of your teeth versus like each tooth. And mine is glued behind 6 teeth. Ha 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 ha. So normally they do it that way, but they also do it another way where they just do here and here. But I feel like if I had it done that way, I'm kind of like not getting the extra protection right there. And I think that's why they did mine that way, because that's where my overcrowding was, and that was the worst area I had in my mouth, which is why I got into braces. So my orthodontist really took that into consideration. So that is why I have the bonded retainer glued to each tooth. It's extra brace, if you will. So yeah, that was probably, I want to say, about a good 20-minute clean just behind those areas. When I got home, I noticed that I had like gaps down here where you could see where she cleaned out the plaque. I'm like, well, I don't have braces now. I hope that kind of comes together. Right here, all that was closed. And right here, and over here. So when they go in with their pick and everything and they get all that cleaned out, if it wasn't cleaned out very well while you were in ortho, then yeah. I think if I could recommend anything, if you're in ortho, make sure before you come out of braces, try to schedule, because I know insurance is really weird. I actually had this situation when I was at my dentist the other day. Make sure that you schedule your dental cleaning like within 4 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks before you get your braces off, maybe even 8 weeks, because you want to make sure, like, if you have any gaps down here and you're wearing a power chain, whether it's the uppers or the lowers or both, make sure that you get your dental cleaning done right before you get out of braces, because if you do it after, chances are you're going to have the gaps from the plaque getting cleaned out, and you're out of braces now, so you can't really go back into them unless you pay another chunk of money and close them back up. That's kind of like my situation right now, but I'm not too concerned about it. It's not noticeable. I mean, it is hidden by my lip. But if I show you and I kind of go like that, you can see how it like separates a little bit. But that's why I had a power chain on the bottom, because he did do IPR down there too to close up those gaps, and it appears that some plaque had built up and may have like opened them back up again, and when that plaque got cleaned out, I had the gaps. So I'm probably going to go ahead and mention that to my orthodontist when I go back on November 9th, or no, sorry, November 15th, when I go back to get my Holly retainer, and see what he thinks, and just let him know, hey, I went for my cleaning, it looks like I had some plaque and now I got gaps. What can we do for this? I am still wearing the clear retainer on tops at night, and until November 15th when I get my Holly retainer, I will continue that. After she got done cleaning all my teeth, the doctor had come in, my dentist, and he reviewed everything, checked my teeth. We sort of chit-chatted for a minute. After I was done, he raised up the chair, and I was patiently sitting there waiting like, are you gonna tell me how many cavities I got? Because if you guys remember, when I was in ortho, I was already going to this dentist, but then I decided I was going to make a switch and go to a more modern dentistry and see what that was all about, because that's where my husband goes, and I just wanted to see if treatment was different, and I also wanted a second opinion on the overall health of my teeth. I was told I had, what was it, 2 or 3 cavities, including the one on the wisdom, which I already knew about. That one was a bit obvious anyways. But at my dentist appointment the other day, I had to actually ask him, do I not have any cavities? And he said, nope, your health is clean. I was not expecting that. I literally told my husband, I said, do you think I got 0 or do you think I have some cavities? And he said 0, and I said 3. I was thinking on the high side just because that's what the previous dentist said. So I was, kind of curious, like if they're going to catch the same thing. So anyways, I had to bring this paper with me whenever I went to my cleaning, and this is from my orthodontist, and they give this to you when you're out of your treatment, because when you go in for your cleanings, this basically tells the dentist what they would like to have done since being out of ortho treatment. And mine was the exam, prophy, and fluoride. The fluoride is something I haven't done in a while. And it was really weird the way it was done, because obviously she polished my teeth and everything, and when she was done with that, she filled up this mouth tray with stuff, and she put it in my mouth and told me to just hold it there. I think I held it in my mouth for a good minute or two, and I asked her when she took it out, I said, "What was that?" And she said, "Oh, that was just fluoride." And I was like, I haven't done that ever. Like, I've never done it that way. So that was something new for me. The fluoride was very foamy, and actually it wasn't bad. It tasted like sugar cookie, which is what my polishing tasted like. But overall, no cavities, you guys. That makes me super happy that I don't have to schedule any fillings. I go back for another dental exam. When is that? May 13th of 2019. That is in another 6 months. My insurance covers 2 exams, cleanings, and I think 1 set of x-rays per year. If I'm not mistaken, it might be 2 x-rays per year. I'll have to pull up my dental insurance and read over my benefits again. But when I went to the new dentist this year, that was considered 1 exam. I didn't have a cleaning done. But I did have the panoramic x-rays and the pictures done. So their x-rays were far different than the ones I had done at my dentist just the other day. But because she wanted to pull my teeth, I figured, this isn't where I feel comfortable. I don't want to be here. She's just wanting to pull teeth just because I have a cavity on a wisdom tooth. I mean, it just seems like more work. So I ended up going back to my dentist. So I went on ahead and I told them I just needed to schedule to have my wisdom tooth filled, and I needed to have a cleaning done because I did not have a cleaning done at the other dentist. So they ended up, I guess, going on ahead and putting me down that I had an exam too. So looks like I had 2 exams like within a few days apart of each other at the beginning of the year. So when I went to my appointment just a couple days ago, my insurance didn't cover it. So that was considered a 3rd exam. However, only 2 cleanings and 2 sets of x-rays. What I'm going to do for you guys, I've had people ask me, so I figured, what the heck, why not? When I go to my orthodontist appointment on November 15th, I'm going to go on ahead and get some x-rays for you guys to show you my before and my after, if they don't mind printing me off some pictures so I can show you guys and do a side-by-side so you can see how things have really transformed and changed from inside the teeth. Because the roots and everything move. It's so crazy how braces really transform your smile. So I am going to do that for you guys. So I will include that in my update when I show you guys the Holly retainer, which I'm excited to show you guys that. I've had a lot of you ask me, when are you getting the Holly retainer? Where's the retainer update? So stay tuned, you guys. I promise it's right around the corner. I just had to wait a little bit because they had to send off my molds to the lab to be able to mold me for the Holly retainer, because it's the kind that has the wire across the front. So I got 3 sets of retainers. I've got bonded, I've got clear, and I've got the Holly retainer. You can see though all the gaps I got right there. That is from the space in between the teeth with the clear retainers. Here's this side. It's not as bad on that side as it is over here. But you can see my bite is trying to come together and it just can't. Like, the teeth are hitting so differently now. It feels like my wisdoms, because my wisdoms weren't in retainers. So basically the way teeth work is they will move and move until something stops them. And usually that's the impaction of your teeth hitting, and that's your bite settling. Because my wisdom teeth were not in the retainers when I had the retainers in, the wisdom teeth were leveled up higher, so they weren't touching. So as I was wearing the retainers, those teeth started to come down until they could hit each other. Now when I take my retainers out, those teeth are hitting, and these, not so much. So it kind of unleveled my bite a little bit. I don't really know how to fix that aside from going in a hollow retainer, just because it will keep this area and this area up here clear. Like there will be nothing there to prevent my bite from hitting. And hopefully the constant pressure of my teeth being down will kind of help these wisdoms like come together more evenly with the rest of my teeth. So that is what we're looking at now with me being in a hollow retainer. That is what I'm hoping will help fix things. If not, who knows, I may end up having to go back into ortho a little bit on down the road just to correct my bite. We'll have to wait and see how that goes. That's pretty much it for the update though, you guys. I will post another update here in a couple more weeks when I get my retainer. I was gonna say on the 15th, I may do like a car vlog and show you guys when I get done out of the orthodontist and show you guys what it looks like and everything, and then do a little sit down like I'm doing here and kind of discuss with you how the appointment went and how things feel and that sort of thing. So that is the update, you guys. Thank you all for tuning in and watching. Questions or comments, post them below. Make sure you subscribe to my channel to stay in tune for more videos, and make sure you also click that bell because that will notify you every time I upload a video so you don't miss out. And I currently got a giveaway going on right now for a makeup bag, ladies, so make sure you enter. There's going to be 5 winners for that, so don't miss out. Head over to my Instagram. Make sure you also follow me there because that is where the winners are going to be announced. So head over, watch that video. I will link it in this clip at the end, and you can catch up on all the details and requirements there for that video. So anyways, thank you all for watching, and until next time, I will see you guys again in my next video. Bye guys.